What is happening inside of your body right now? You may be falling apart, or you may be getting healthier. But if you were like a machine, you would have no control over that, would you now? But yet doctors treat us like we are just a machine, a mechanical organism. But there's so much more to us than that. The good doctor, when you go to visit him, he spends time talking to you, finding out what's going on in your life. That's a rare find these days if you discover a doctor who takes time to listen to you. Because the good doctor knows that you are more than just a bunch of veins and muscles, skin, hair, organs. You're spiritual, or metaphysical if you like, emotional, physical. All these things have to be in tune for your body, your mechanical organism if you like, to run correctly, smoothly, and efficiently. More and more doctors are finding out that heart disease, cancers, arthritis, and many other illnesses are developed because of wrong thinking, because of resentments, anger, shame, guilt. But yet, when you go to the doctor, they give you a pill. Now, some medicines work, but do they work because of the right combination of chemicals? Or do they work because the person believes they're going to work? If medicine was the last say, or the last answer, it would work the same for everyone. But yet some medicines cure people, and others take the medicines and have no result from it. When you go to fix a car, if the alternator is out, you just put a new alternator on it. And no matter how many cars you have, if the alternator is bad, you just put a new one on there. Or if the water pump is bad, you put a new one on there and the car works fine again. But yet people are not like that. You can't just take someone's kidney and put it in another person. It has to be perfectly aligned with the other person, blood type, and many other variables. And the medicines are the same way. You can't just rely on a certain medicine and help someone to help someone else, as I said earlier. So as people, we need to be aware that our body is a very complex organism. And we can't rely on a pill to fix every ill. What the pill usually does is it treats the symptom. Regardless of what the illness is, cancer. What caused the cancer? Heart disease. What caused the heart disease? Arthritis. What caused the arthritis? Sure, they can give you inflammatory medicines and the arthritis feels like it went away. But if you quit taking the medicines, it comes back. More often than not, the doctors deal with the symptom and they never get down to the real problem, which lies within the person. And that takes a lot of time to find out what the problem is that's causing the symptom. But you don't have to rely on the doctors to do that. If you take time to self-reflect, to contemplate, to meditate, and ask your higher self, God, whatever that means to you, the higher part of you, what the problem is and what you need to do about it, the answers will come. Our society today has been taught to become reliant on the doctors, dependent on them for our health care. They used to go to the doctor. We used to say, let's go to the doctor. Who's your doctor? Now it's who's your health care professional or your health care provider. Why not provide your own health care? I'm not anti-doctor. I'm not one of these guys that believes that God's going to heal me. Everything wrong with me. I believe God created doctors the same as he did everything else. If you believe in that. Something created everything. Or we became out of evolution. Regardless, we still have the answers within us. And sometimes it means going to the doctor and getting the latest treatment. But more often than not, even before you do that, you need to stop and ask yourself, why do I have this? What is my body trying to say to me? Your brain is not only up here. Every cell has a brain. Every pain you feel is a signal to you that something is out of balance. How do you regain balance? Because that's what the problem is. You're out of balance, your body is not working correctly. If you ask, it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. I'm not a religious guy. I believe in God. Whatever that is, I don't know. I can't explain what it is. I don't believe I have the vocabulary to explain that. I believe many people throughout the centuries have tried to explain it the best they could. That's why we have so many religions. But to me, it's an energy. It's just something that's so... there's no words to describe whatever it is. If it is, the pronoun I think should be it. But then some people would think that was disrespectful. I would say it's ineffable, indescribable. There's no words to... I believe it's in all of us. It's in you. It's in me. And actually the religious texts say that. God is the all. The Kabbalah, or is it Kabbalah? Kabbalah says it also, the all. If God is all, then he's in everything, or it's in everything. So it's in us too, and it's in you. God speaks to me through people, through circumstances, through events, through friends, family, TV, radio, although I advise you to stay away from that too much. So the point I'm making here is, even if you don't believe in a God, I don't believe in a God apart from myself, but then again I do. I believe God emanates everything. I'm swimming in God, as we all are. Everything that you see is God. That's really hard to explain. I was raised up with the version of the outside God up there, an old white-headed guy, and he was going to punish me. I don't believe that. I believe the world and the universe is set up with certain laws, like gravity, that you can't see. And we are made to work a certain way that if we don't do to our neighbor, so to speak, the way we want to be done unto, that will come back on us. You reap what you sow. Karma, what goes around comes around. And you can think about your illnesses. What are you harboring against other people? Instead of asking what's wrong with you, you could say, who is wrong with you? Resentment destroys the container it's stored in. And if you're resentful or angry about something or angry at someone, it eats up you. It doesn't hurt the other person. Never think or want anything to happen to someone else you wouldn't want to happen to you, greatly multiplied, because it will come back to you. The problem is, it takes some time for you to receive that. So people never connect the thought with the occurrence. So the next time you're feeling badly, stop and think about what you've been thinking about. Have you been harboring resentment or anger towards someone? People aren't treating you right? Are you wallowing in self-pity? Are you depressed because things aren't going your way? Do you lack the acceptance to accept life on life's terms? You're not happy at your job. You're angry with your boss. Maybe you're angry with your wife. Any person that makes you angry is your best teacher. But too many times we want to point the finger at them and be angry at them and blame them instead of saying, hey, how have I brought this into my life? And what's the lesson I need to learn? Because as soon as you learn the lesson, that situation will dissolve like snow on a hot day. So my reminder to you is to think about it. Next time you feel bad, you're sick, ask yourself how you may have brought that upon yourself. Now, some people get angry. I'm saying it's your fault if you get sick. No, this isn't about fault. It's about getting better. It's about avoiding things like this. It's about being healthy and happy and feeling great. And until you self-contemplate and try to see your part in whatever happens to you, how you brought things onto yourself, you're a victim. And I know that none of my 1,657 subscribers are victims. Nor do you want to be. You take responsibility for your life and everything that happens to you. And when you do that, you're a victor. And you guys are victors. That's it. Take care. If you'd like to get my help personally, you can contact me at marksinspiration.com or my email, marksinspirationalguidance@gmail.com. Check out the podcast on Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, The Dragon Ship, and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, The Power Is Within podcast. We may not have one tomorrow because my son is fighting. It's his first amateur fight, and I want to go see that, so maybe till next weekend. But thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad you're here. Share this with a friend if you think it may be helpful to them, but not if it pisses them off. Okay, I'll see you next time.